Hey guys, today we're going to be decluttering more of my makeup. It's time I go through my eye makeup. This will probably be part one of a two-part video because I have a lot of eye makeup I need to declutter and I'm going to have to split it up. So if you want to join this journey and go through all of my eye makeup with me, then just keep watching this video. The first drawer is going to be the hardest. It's my creative makeup drawer, that's what I call it. There's a lot happening in here. So right on top we have the Lens Glisten palette. I'm of course keeping that. I do need to like kind of pull everything out though. I'm keeping all of my Glisten liners. This is Glisten the Clay Drop. Obviously keeping that. My Glisten Teletubby palettes. I also have Glisten Chroma Flakes. 3 different shades of that. That's what's going to be difficult, is figuring out where to put all of that stuff. So I also have all of my Moira Cosmetics single shadows in here too, and I don't know what to do with them. This is the palette that I made from Glisten, like one of those build palettes. I love this thing. I use it all the time. I can probably get rid of this. I feel like it's probably time. As you guys can see, oh gosh, it's very dirty, and I literally have almost never used it. I think it's time to get rid of that. Trash. I've barely been able to even get to this bad boy because this drawer is like such a mess. Glue for an eye look that I thought of, or an eyebrow look that I thought of that I never did. A bunch of eyeliners. We'll go through those later. I have a bunch of eyeliners and stuff, mascara, eyeliners, all these things that I bought that I have not used yet. And then these liquid eyeshadows from the Dollar Tree. I don't know. They might be worth keeping. I'm not sure. I don't know. That stained my hand after like 2 seconds, so I think I'll get rid of those. Then we have my, these are JCat Beauty. Yeah, JCat Beauty Color Scope water activated liners. I actually won these in the Lens giveaway. These are really nice. I like these. They are a very different like texture and consistency than the Glisten ones, but sometimes that's good. My Made by Mitchell color case. Haven't gotten a lot of use out of this thing, but I will. And then this is my ColourPop Jelly Much eyeshadow. I need that. This is okay. This is like a glitter that I bought off of Amazon, and like it's alright, but it's definitely not as beautiful as I wanted it to be. I don't know. It's okay. I'll probably keep it, but it's not what I thought it was gonna be. It's probably not eye safe either, but that's what the glitters look like. They actually look really pretty. And then a ton of Glisten eyeliners. A ton of Glisten single eyeliners. I'll be keeping all of those. I will not be keeping this. It looks so beautiful, but on, it just looks really like greasy. Oh, this is a B color eyeshadow. It says glitter eyeshadow, but I don't think so. I think it's not. Okay, maybe we can use one of these for my single eyeshadows. Let's see how that works. We have to go through these still. I figure I'm keeping, like, all of them, actually. They're just colored eyeliners, so we'll just... They're just colored eyeliners, so we'll just keep all of them. Honestly, I know it still looks crazy, but that's a lot better. Now for eyeshadow palettes. This is my first drawer of eyeshadow palettes. Oh, this is, like, really dirty. Starting with this. This is just a magnetic palette. It has 2 eyeshadows in it. I'm keeping that. We have the ColourPop Frozen palette. I'm probably gonna keep that. ColourPop, the Zodiac. This is with Kathleen Lights. It's a limited thing. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm going to keep that. Kathleen Lights Dream Street. This is so not my colors anymore. No. I'll think about getting rid of that. We'll put that in a maybe pile. ColourPop Powerpuff Girls. Barely used, but I'll keep it. The Beauty Bay Bright Matte Palette. I'm going to get rid of this one. I didn't realize it's actually shades that I already have. Because it's just like a mini version. So I'm going to pass that on. Juvia's Place The Warrior. I'm going to get rid of this too. It's a beautiful palette, but I literally only like these two shades. The shade Kana is like one of the most unique, beautiful shades I've ever seen in my life. But like I never use this palette, ever. You know I can't get rid of this. It's dusty in here. Revolution, the Chilled palette. Yeah, Chilled. I'm gonna get rid of this, probably. Natasha Denona Zendo palette. I freaking love this. And I never use it, and I need to because it's literally one of the most beautiful things ever. Obviously, keep. This is a new one to my collection. Garden of Juvia's. This is a Juvia's Place palette I am definitely going to use. We have my Laura Lee Los Angeles palettes. We have Nudie 2, which though I don't use it, I'm going to keep. Laura Lee Whimsical Nudes. Also, not really a palette I lean towards, but has really unique shades in it. And then, of course, my favorite, Candy Skies. It still smells so delicious. Ah, I love this palette. My Glamlight Scooby-Doo palettes. These also are like the most stunning, like pigmented, foiled eyeshadows in these palettes. Like, never getting rid of them. We have the ColourPop Disney Princess palette. This one used to be like my most used palette. Like, it's filthy. It really needs cleaned. I'm keeping that. This is gonna be a hard one, guys. The Winx Club palette from ColourPop. I still have not used this. I bought it like months ago and still have not used it. But I want to. I just haven't. The Lin's Blend Bunny palette. I, of course, will be keeping that. This is a pretty new one. The Revolution Enchanted Icon palette. This one's pretty new to my collection, and I like it. Tartlet in Bloom. This used to be my go-to date night eyeshadow palette. When Alex and I first started dating, I would always wear this one. Specifically, Flower Child, Sweetheart, Jet Setter, and Funny Girl. I'd wear those shades every time. Ugh. Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. This palette is literally so stunning. I can't believe I haven't used this palette in so long. That's actually upsetting how long it's been since I've used this palette. This is why I need to go through my palette. Let's go in this order. These are my Soph palettes. This is the original Soph palette. A classic. Oh my gosh. The smell of this palette brings back such memories from the beginning of my YouTube channel. This was one of the first palettes I got, I think after starting my YouTube channel, or maybe right before. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to see this. I should use this palette in a video. Then we have the Extra Spice, which was never my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, never my favorite. I use the shade Cookie Dough a lot, and then Every Day. But I'm gonna keep it because it's Soph. I'm keeping all of my YouTuber palettes. This is the Soph X Super Spice, which I loved the crap out of this palette. If you guys could probably tell. Like, I used to use this all the time. I need to use this again. These shades are stunning. I used to really like the shade Dreamy specifically, like, so much. And I would use these colors a lot. This palette is so messy. It's so messy. I need to use that again soon. I'm gonna get rid of this. This is from LA Colors. This is the Always Be I Mused. They sent me this to do like a holiday video for them for TikTok that they were going to pay me for. And then once I received the product and asked them about the timeline of which I needed to post the video, they completely ghosted me. And even after I continued to reach out to them and ask when I needed to post the video and ask more about, you know, payment and stuff, they completely ghosted me. I filmed a really cool video about this palette and then kept it to myself because I was not going to send it to them for them to use it for free. So I'm going to get rid of this piece of trash. The colors in it are actually kind of pretty, but oh well. We have the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. Absolutely adore this palette. Again, I really need to use it. It has beautiful shades in it, and I missed my chance for fall. Oh my gosh. Rip. My Norvina palette, look at it. It's so, like, dingy after all these years. Ugh. Such a beautiful palette. Such a beautiful palette. It's the only Anastasia palette I have. It's so beautiful. Keep. Then we have the Revolution. This is the Rose Gold Chocolate. I don't know, guys. Oh, this palette smells like that too. This palette smells like the beginning of my YouTube channel. I feel like it's probably time to get rid of it. I feel like I was only keeping it because I really like this shade, but I have not touched this palette in probably 5 years. So, rest in peace. I know that organization doesn't make much sense, but it makes sense to me. Actually, if I could, like, yeah. That way it's like things I'm gonna grab first are on top. These are my big palettes. I forgot to mention, these are like my smaller palettes, although there are some tinier ones in here. These are like my big palettes. We have like the Huda Beauty Emerald, which I'm gonna keep. This little one I bought off Amazon for like the glitters, which is okay. My busted Master Mattes from Makeup by Mario. Going to keep that. My Pat McGrath one that's still in the packaging. I got this from Influencer and I will never get rid of it, but I also don't use it. My Violet Voss Care Bears. I probably will get rid of this. I don't ever use it. Cleo eyeshadow. I basically only got this for that glitter and I love it. This was actually a Christmas gift, I think. My Glamlight Ice Cream Dreams. Absolute love. I basically only go for the big palettes, guys. My Blend Bunny palette. Absolutely love. My Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. Absolutely love. My Beauty Bay Matte Bright. Absolutely love. My Beauty Bay Bright 2.0. Don't use it as much, but still love. My Jeffree Star Painted. Absolutely love, but I do want to see something. I mean, they're a little different, but not by a lot. Cookie Dough. Cookie Dough. Okay, they're different. I actually think it's more like Pug. Okay, they are different. I wondered. I was using this palette the other day and I realized that it had a shade called Cookie Dough, which Soph also has in her palettes. She has Cookie Dough and then Cookie Dough again. So I just wanted to double check and make sure that they're actually different, and they are different. It may be time to get rid of this. This is the Revolution Patricia Bright palette. I have not used this in forever. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. There's a lot of Revolution. I'm so sorry, Revolution. It's not a brand I've really jumped towards lately. Then we have the Morphe Icy Fantasy. Some of the best glitters in it. I will not get rid of that. Oh my gosh! I forgot about that. We have the 35C palette from Morphe. I'm probably gonna get rid of this. It's cool tones. It's the only cool tone palette I have, but because it's cool tone, I never reach for it. So, James Charles Morphe. I literally don't reach for this anymore because I have so many better palettes, but it's a classic, so I am gonna keep it. Oh, and then my little tiny e.l.f. palette. Gonna keep that. And then my Scooby-Doo palette that I literally forgot existed. Though, really, it's not that great. Like, it's not that great. I do still really like the shimmers in it, though. But I don't know what Glamlight was thinking. This is actually, like, awful. That is so much better. So much better. This is just going to be part 1. I am going to save all of my mascaras, eyeliners, lashes, all of that for a second video. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see part 2. And this is all of the stuff I'm getting rid of. It's mostly eyeshadow palettes, but yeah. And this is, I mean, I'm getting rid of 4 Revolution things. So like, that's crazy. But yeah. That is everything I'm getting rid of. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it makes you want to clean out your stuff. Like I said, this is just part 1, so make sure to subscribe to my channel to see part 2. I post new videos every single week, usually on Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!